Hi there, welcome to the Tent News, where the truth comes to light and the stories everyone is talking about are brought straight to you. From shocking confessions and viral social media moments to real life mysteries and trending drama, this is the place where we uncover it all. Now, please watch this video first, and I will be back with the rest of my commentary.
Hi guys, I'm making this video to just offer some clarity with Daba that has to do with the municipality saying that they did not refuse us the right to march. Kahle kahle, it was just a matter of us fighting about the route. So what happened is we went to our Section 4 meeting as usual, and at the meeting we spoke about the routes, etc., etc. And the Metro Police at the time did express their dissatisfaction with us using the routes that we were going to use, because they had transferred the Malawians to the drive-in and they didn't want us to pass by that route. And they asked us to change that route at the Section 4 meeting. And we said, no, it's fine, we'll change the route, we don't have a problem. The route was changed and it was going to a point. And then afterwards, on Wednesday, we get a call which we must come and meet with the eThekwini Metro. There was no SAPS, just eThekwini Metro. We were not around. We were in Joburg. We had the press briefing, so we sent one of our leaders, Ulindani Xulu. And then when he gets there, he's told that we cannot march on the day because it's a security threat, and we can choose any other day, just not that. And that's when the municipality flat out said, no, we're not allowed to march, and it ends there, nothing to discuss. We tried to, okay, so when Ulindani asked who said that, the Metro Police guys who were there on that day said it was the instruction ya Musampele, the city manager. Then, so after a while, we didn't have a number as city manager. And then after a while, we call mayor. We let the mayor know, it's okay, this is what happened, and we would be sending a letter to that effect, which you can't say no, you can't refuse us a march. We're just being generous, if I can call it that, and wanting to follow due process by asking for permission. We don't even need permission if we'd like to march. And then we sent the letter, and when the letter started spreading, we called the same metro guy the next day, and he says, okay, since you've sent a letter to the city manager, go ahead and carry on that way. We're like, but we sent this letter to the city manager because of you. You're the one that said that it's the city manager that instructed you to refuse the march. And from what we had found out, there was no such instruction from a city manager. This guy had made up his own story to kind of refuse us a march. So we then ended up meeting with the SAPS, who also expressed Uguti. They relayed a message to the Metro Uguti, you can't refuse our citizens their right to march. And they were actually saying, was the reason they're saying no is because it's a security threat, and it had nothing to do with the routes. Whoever's saying Uguti, it's because it's the routes, was lying, because what they told Abantu before saying that it's the route, they had lied and said there's some documents that we hadn't sent. We said that's not possible. There's some documents that weren't sent, because the meeting in Section 4 it was done. Now you're saying we didn't submit some certain documents, kanjani, because you called a spontaneous meeting that had only Metro representatives out too. So how was that a Section 4 meeting that we didn't bring out documents to? So I guess Baboni Lugus, that story is not going to sit. Then they started writing another story that says that IMASH is not approved because of the route. Nonetheless, we're going to carry on marching, and we just want to give some alerts, which we've heard, and we've intercepted some WhatsApp groups of people who are trying to disturb the march with the police. So the police are onto those people who are trying to use the march for crime purposes or whatever that they're trying to do. we're not going to use that march as an opportunity for people to do all kinds of nonsense. We want our voice heard, and we want our government to listen to us when we say we are tired of illegal immigrants in the country. We're not going to use that as an opportunity for the media to have a spree where they find things that are wrong to say about us and misrepresent what we've been saying all along. Also, on top of that, we do not want any of those immigrants to be hurt, because it does not portray the message that we want. Because a lot of people are trying to make this about hatred. We insist it's about the rights and laws of the country, and we insist that anyone who's in the country legally is not supposed to be in the country. It has nothing to do with hatred here. It's what the law of the country says. So we don't want any message of ours to be distorted through actions of people who are trying to do the wrong thing. But illegal immigrants, we still say, must leave the country. And we don't have room anymore for South Africans to be sacrificing their resources and their lives for other people to be able to survive, and for their government to get away with not servicing them and giving them what they rightfully deserve. So on the 30th of June, please be on your best behavior. We're going to send a message to the government. We're going to make sure they know that the 30th of June is a reminder of us not being happy with the government and how they've allowed illegal immigration to thrive in our country.
Whether they are documented, undocumented, if they're legal or illegal, immigrants that come to this country deserve our respect. They are risking everything they have to come here for a better way of life. Most of them, like 99% of them, are law-abiding citizens just trying to make their way and provide for their families. So when you say, why do you want illegals to stay? It doesn't matter if they're legal or illegal. They're still human beings. And I don't really care if someone has paperwork or doesn't have paperwork. If they come to work every single day, they do their very best to bust their butt and give all, earn the money that they want, care about whether or not they're legal or illegal. Because guess what? As someone that's a business owner or someone that works alongside people that are illegal, I look at it as like this. If this person is putting this amount of effort to do their job and do it well, then they deserve my respect. They deserve to make money. They deserve to be able to provide for their families. They shouldn't be treated like criminals and then detained and deported and ripped away from the family that they've been working so hard to provide for. If you have a problem with that, leave a comment. If you agree with me, please leave a comment. If you guys are sympathetic to the people, please leave some.
South Africans, a lot is going on right now. Like, things are just happening, and it's a lot, man. Oh, Jacinta has come forward to explain what had happened. About the March and March, that they submitted their documents to say, okay, on the 30th of June, we are going to march, and it was unfortunately denied, but she resubmitted again to another department, which is it's something that shows that she is very serious about this thing and she's not going to back down. And she also said something that really stood out to me, because you guys, we have been calling her out to say, can you please address this? So that when something goes wrong on the 30th of June, you will not be held accountable. Which I don't know if this will work out or what, but yes, she have come out to say we are going to do this march peacefully, so there will not be any looting, no violent, nothing. We are just going to be marching peacefully. We are not going to disrupt anything, or because I've seen people sending these march and march posters to say, okay, there will be a shutdown on that day. Foreigners must stay indoors, and then if you're South African and then you don't come out to do the march and march, you will also be affected, which means they will also deal with you, because obviously you did not come for the match, which is just which is something that is very disturbing. Because what do you mean not everyone supports these matches, and why do I have to be forced to come and fight with you? Do your thing, like, do your thing. And I just hope everything goes well, because the 30th of June is not that far. I just hope and wish everything goes well. No bloodshed, no looting, no beatings of foreigners. I just hope. But anyway, please say your thoughts down below in the comment section. The other white man is actually standing with illegal immigrants, by the way. He is saying, as long as this person is a hard worker and they work their butt off, obviously, to feed their families, why will they be deported? Because these are not criminals. This is someone who's working very hard for their families, which I do get what he's trying to say. I do get his mindset or his perspective. Yes, let me just put it like that. Because if I was someone who owns a business and then it happens, Oguti, I am hiring these illegal immigrants and they are doing their work. They are not criminals. They're not doing anything. They're just doing their job. They deserve to be paid. And trust me, I wouldn't also want them to be deported because these people are hard workers. They're working in my business. Okay. But anyway, please say thoughts are down below in the comment section. What do you think?